friends, my name is Sujata Satarkar. Today's date is 5 April 2022 and today's my topic is a different command of SQL. And SQL is structured query language. It's a full form. As well as the data types is a language and used to the which is you can perform the create and operational on the existing data type and is also we can use the language to the create of database and is a SQL and there are SQL command and command like create, drop, insert, carry, output. Out is the requirement tags and categories as four command and DDL data definition language, DQL data query language, and third one is a data manipulated language DML, and fourth one is a data control language DCL, and first one was is a data definition language DDL. And data definition language is the actually consist of the SQL command and that used to the define the data and a schema and so command that can be used to the define that the different data types and schema and simply deal with the description of the database and the schema and used to the create modify the structure and a database and uh, normally used in the general use and a database virtual application and list of the DDL command create drop alter uh, community and create is the command used to the create database and object like the table index function view store producer and a drop command used in the command used to the delete object for the database and the third is the alter and this is alter and the structure of the database and truncate is used to the remove all record from the table including of this the allocate record to remove and the third is the community and this is a use the add community to the add data dictionary and next one is a rename. This is a use to rename object existing in the database and second one is the DQL data query language and data query language is a perform on the schema object and the purpose of the DQL command. It is a grade and a schema and a relational base of the queries pass and we can the define DQL and it is a component of SQL statement and that allow getting from the database and a skillet schema and list of the DQL command select and select uses the record that is the from the database and the third one is a data manipulated language DML and DML is a use the manipulated of the data and present the database and belong to the DBL data manipulated language and including the most of the SQL statement and it is a component of the SQL statement and a control access and a data and uses and a list of the delete insert update and delete log call and insert command used to the data and into the table and update uses the update existing with data within the table and delete uses the delete record from the database table and lock the control of the content and call is the SQL Java program. That is the next is the data control language. This year and data control language is the graph and the remote which is the manipulating real and which is the right is the permission and is the other control of the data system and a list of the decision create revoke and create is the used in the command use the user access privileges to the database and next is the revoke the command uses the without drop and as user access the privileges and a given by using the create command and list of the DCL command and uh, community rollback, save point, and state of the transaction. And the community used in the community of the transaction. And the next is the rollback. And the rollback is the transaction in case of the any error occurs. And last one is a save point. And a save point with is the transaction. And last is a set transaction and specifically character each of the transaction. That's all about today's topic. Thank you.